There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Plumlee. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Magician.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Ball. No good, unable to end this run.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Jackson passes to Morant. Stolen by Ball. Now Washington. Floats one. Ball no good. To the paint. Here's Magician. Grabs the rebound again.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, B.A., it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. With the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Brandon Clark out there with Ja Morant. And it's Magician in at the 5. Shot clock at 2. Fultz can't get it to go. Memphis with the ball. Here's Morant. No good, off the front rim. Fultz against Clark. And rejected. And it goes out of bounds. Now Morant. Pass to Magician. Clark outside. Here's Magician. Guarded by Capella. They set a pick. To the paint. Stolen by Capella. It's Hampton on the wing. Brooks defending. Blocked. Down low. Magician. Nails the baby hook.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Pass to Fultz. Here's Hampton. Capella with it. It's Hampton on the wing. Wagner outside. Launches it. The Magic again. Can't hit.
Rough patch here. 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here. The fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
For 3, Hampton. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. But the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years.
Way to go, MP!
Dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Fultz. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. And the slam dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Fultz against Moran. There's the drive. Pass to Magician. Good, and the setup by Moran.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And here's Capella. It's Hampton on the wing. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Wagner with a screen. Fultz with it. And Clark picks him up defensively.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Pass to Magician. Back to Moran. Lets it go from 11. Here's Magician. Outside for Moran. Here's Magician. Guarded by Capella. And Moran with the jam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Capella. After the basket by Memphis. Wagner with a screen on Moran. Fultz passes to Wagner. Can't connect from short range.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Get him out.
Jackson outside. They set the pick. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Back to Fultz. Pass to Hampton. Here's Banchero. Here's Hampton. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From downtown, and Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by Hampton.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots. Pass
to Magician. Jackson outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot.
Slow down, ref. Let them play.
Rose. Yeah, each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Adams checked in for Memphis. Desmond Bane comes in for Brooks. Orlando calls.
Needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Banchero. He was another key contributor in that win against Oklahoma City. Anthony up top. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to put one up here. The rebound by Magician.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Now here's Anthony. He came away with 14 points in his last game. First shot won't go. Memphis leading. Pass to Magician. And he drives in. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Give him 8 points now.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end at the bench. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Magician. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Jones is checked in. Here's Jones. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Pass to Magician. 6 on the shot clock. Clark with the screen. Pulls it from 20. No luck on that one.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And here's Carter. Clark covers. Clark on the double. Three-pointer, Anthony. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And it's Clark on the take. Oh, Clark with the slam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Carter. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Here's Anthony. And too long on the shot.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was...
Enjoy every second of this, MP. You'll never do this again.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Memphis.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Harris at the 2 with Wagner playing the 3. Banchero out there with Clint Capella. And it's Fultz in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He ended up with 34 points and managed to snag 20 rebounds. A tremendous night for him. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Pass to Fultz. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. Clark, as with most the Magic struggle with consistency.
Look, B.A., that's just how the NBA can be for young teams. I mean, it's a hard league, a really hard league. It's tough. Everybody's good. But there are some benefits to going through the growing pains of being young. You learn on the fly. And there's no better teacher than experience, which comes from reps and time on the floor together. And ultimately, you hope it pays dividends going forward.
Fultz can't get it to go.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Magician, guarded by Capella. Here's Magician, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. To the middle, out to Harris. Pass to Fultz. Now Capella to the inside and stolen by Clark. Here's Magician. Capella. And he knocks down the first one. And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
B.A., I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence. Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Morant with it, now guarded by Harris. Stolen by Capella. Harris against Brooks to the right side. Outside Fultz. Wagner outside. Inside. Out to the wing. Capella, a pass to Wagner. And the three off target. The Grizzlies shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. To the middle. Picked his pocket. Morant. And against Fultz. Pass to Harris.
Stay there.
Back to Fultz. Oh, deflected. Oh, stolen by Morant. And Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Fultz against Morant. Here's Banchero. And he was fouled while in the act.
Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
Grant, you watch Banchero. He's got a rare mix of moves for a big man.
Yeah, B.A., the perfect combination of size, strength, and skill. Crosses up defenders well, spin moves.
That's good.
That's not a foul. Are you kidding me?
And you know, offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches.
And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
Here's Banchero. And another miss by Orlando.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Now here's Fultz. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 6 to shoot. Here's Wagner. Pass to Capella. Outside Fultz. And he's going for the lob. The lob. Very well done.
A capable passer, the more comfortable Fultz gets in this offense, the more effective he is.
Left side Morant. Here's Banchero. 9 points in the game. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got 5 assists tonight. Fultz against Morant. Pass to Magician. And so he draws the foul. That one on Capella.
Yeah, just knocking. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams is checked in. Wagner with it. Pass to Wagner. Back to Wagner. Over Brooks. And it's Wagner missing.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Screen, screen, screen!
Morant against Anthony. Morant, no good. The Magic have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. And here's Fultz. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. 5 on the clock. Here's Fultz. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And this is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part, it's bringing down the whole squad.
Pass to Magician, to the wing, right side. Brooks outside. Now here's Morant. The 3 is up. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Anthony against Morant. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Pass to Clark. And here's Brooks. To the wing on the left. Clark with a screen on Wagner. Morant. That one off the back iron and out.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Carter. Wagner outside. Picked by Carter. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Carter's got his second basket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team.
Checked in 4-4. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity.
Their plus margin on the boards has fueled this lead. They've been the much more physical team.
Shifting focus, let's take a look at the guys who could have a potential spot in this year's 3. That does it for half.
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Ja Morant is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Magician in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Banchero. Here's Wagner. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here. Capella, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Hampton. Outside Fultz. And the layup is good off the glass.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Here's Magician, guarded by Capella, and he comes up with a bucket. He's got 13.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Fultz with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Hampton. Here's Fultz. And he's going to the line.
It's the fouling on these drives to the rim.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. To the inside. And that one's good. Magician.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Fultz with it. 6 points for him. Oh, plenty of contact on that.
Part of this rotation, we've seen him make big strides lately.
He hits the second from the line. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Morant with it. Fultz picks him up. Here's Magician. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Pass to Capella. Deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
This is a one-time thing, MP. You're not... This is great.
Watch right, watch right.
2 minutes into the second half of play now.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
And he got the whistle on the way up.
Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. For Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Fultz with it, guarded by Morant. Wagner for 3. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got 6 assists now in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Oh, stolen by Fultz. Banked it in off the glass. Fultz has got 7 now in this quarter.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Pass to Magician. Back to Morant. Now here's Brooks. Here's Magician. He's got 17. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And Franz Wagner, one of the surprises of the 2021 rookie class. He had a great rookie campaign, one of a handful of terrific rookies.
5 to shoot. The shot misses, and the Grizzlies going the other way now. Pass to Magician. Back to Morant. Capella with a block.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Here's Banchero. And Wagner wasn't viewed as an...
Solid shooter out of the gate, but he also has a great touch in and around the paint to be a threat inside.
Memphis in total control. And there's a pick. Pass to Magician. Tries again. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Banchero. And another miss by Orlando.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Magician. 19 points in the game. Kicks it out to Clark. Just 3 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Here's Magician. Capella with the defensive effort. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Hampton. Outside Fultz. Up top Capella. Back to Fultz. From deep 3-point range. Another miss by Orlando.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Magician. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line.
How is that a foul?
To check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They feel like inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Impressive, and they've done a good job, too, of getting to the foul line. Really been in attack mode offensively.
And the Magic making a change here. Anthony's checked in to the paint. Here's Capella. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Bane. Down low. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Wagner checked in for Orlando. Williams is checked in for Memphis.
So far this half,
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And for the Magic, they're shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Fultz passes to Wagner. And another miss by Orlando.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Up top, Bane. Pass to Magician. Anthony on the double. Here's Magician. Guarded by Capella.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
The Magic shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. And here's Capella. It's Hampton on the wing. Capella, screen on Williams. Here's Hampton. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Magician. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time.
Oh, wow! What good game, MP. Impressive.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting 55% for the game so far. Wagner and Banchero at the forward slots. Markelle Fultz is out there with Anthony. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. So it's Orlando now. It's a 16-point game. Now Anthony. High arcing shot, and Clark with a block. And he recovers it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. To the paint, out to Anthony. Clock at 4. The 3.
Surprisingly, it's really fallen apart for him here in the second half.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They get it again. Pass to Capella. Moran against Fultz. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You gotta step in front of Fultz, guys. I mean, he's solid when he comes rolling to the rim to hammer it down on these drives.
Moran against Fultz. Excellent D there from Capella. For Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. And Clark with a block. And he's able to get it back. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. And stolen by Anthony. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Banchero. Got a hand on it.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And it's Morant missing. Well, the Magic's shooting just 35% from the floor. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The shooting line.
Shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Dylan Brooks checked in for Memphis. Here's Morant. Pass to Magician. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And a foul called on the way up.
How is that a foul? In what world is that a foul?
And he'll sit the rest of this one out. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And so he hits both. Here's Orlando. Down by 15. To the inside. Fultz uses the glass on the layup. Fultz has gotten 4 this quarter.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off. Yeah, communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
The Magic shooting 27% here in the 4th. Count that bucket. Fultz has got 22.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
They set the pick. Morant with it. Wagner picks him up. Powered down with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. No shocker, the amount of turnovers was his focus. He told the team, stop giving the game away. We have to value the basketball, and we have to play smart. Clearly, he is not happy with the decision-making. Guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
There's a screen. Back to Morant. Inside. Magician. Oh, big finish! Man. The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Now here's Anthony. To the middle. With a 9-footer. And there's Fultz. That one's good. On the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got assist number 7 tonight. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Pass to Magician. bucket, and they'll sit.
As if there were any pressure in this game.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And Grant, you played on a Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players. I think adding years for players on the back end of their careers.
Boy, Fultz so good at getting to his spots and then capitalizing. And I like watching this guy score the ball.
Clark, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Magician. Moran against Fultz. Man, that one's good. Magician. Give him 35.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Doubled by Jackson. Fultz passes to Anthony. Down low. And it's slammed in by Carter.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
And the shot counts. He's fouled.
That's
and it's a
foul?
chance for a
You've got to be
three-point
kidding
play.
me.
And Morant no good on that one. And he might not be the biggest guy on the court, but Cole Anthony is explosive, Greg.
He is. I mean, he surprises you with how much lift he gets. Fearless when he's going at the rim. He's caught a number of defenders off guard with that burst.
Pass to Magician. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Banchero. From 9 feet out, count it. The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a three-point play.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
To the inside, cuts off the pass. Here we go. Here's Carter. Another shot. Pass to Banchero. Brooks against Fultz. Now here's Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Full 24-second shot clock.
Get the perimeter.
Here's Hampton. Clark covers. Here's Banchero. And at last, they get one to fall. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Inside. Stolen by Carter. To the paint. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? I mean, the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Fultz. Carter, a screen on Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, and they want a second.
The previous play is under review.
A gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call.
Big Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot, he boards it, he's got good size and a pretty diverse skill set.
Here's Clark. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Magician. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup. And he's got 41 now.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead. And as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
It's Hampton on the wing. Over Clark. The shot by Hampton, no good.
Mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
Here's Moran.
With the slam! And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational.
Oh, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in for Jackson. Williams comes in for Brooks. Bain, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. The offensive rebound. Here's Magician. Misses in close. Here's Banchero. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Magician. Outside Bain. Here's Magician. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin to walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance.
Once again, for coming out and showing your support. Please get home safely, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.
Oh, y'all don't know about grit and grind.
A big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Checking out Utah's opening lineup. Bogdanovich and Vanderbilt are the forwards. Conley out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Azubuike in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Vanderbilt. That's a 2 from Sexton. And it's Magician with the rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He said this may be one of those games that really needs big offense to win. He said we have guys who can pass and guys who can finish. In a game like tonight, we have to put up big numbers. We'll see if they can score enough to make that difference, Kevin. Back to you.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
I think obviously they're hoping to establish the pace early. They're so much more efficient when they're able to get to their tempo game.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And Clark over to help. Inside. As a Buki. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
And finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And for years...
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic showing off his ability to find the open man, Kevin?
Moran finds Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bogdanovic looking around, and Sexton has it in the corner. With the teardrop, not going to go that time, and it's Memphis the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought, what's up with that Matador DMP? Come on, bro.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two sadly don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
Now, here's Sexton. Last time out, he had 13 points.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18. And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Magician, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that team.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Sexton's shot is good.
Colin Sexton, early in his career, has demonstrated great instincts in the pick and roll. Good decision-making.
Moran kicks to Jackson. Moran passes to Jackson. Pass to Clark. Here's Magician. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Bogdanovic finds Conley. Outside, Bogdanovic. Here's Azubuike, and it's blocked. And they get it back from outside the arc. And Bojan Bogdanovic is good for 3.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic, simply stated, has become a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Morant. Good, nice job down low. Morant's got 6 points. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Now, here's Sexton. Brandon Clark missing his last shot. Some solid defense from Clark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Jazz have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Sexton the pass to Azubuike, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share the wealth, and he does there.
Morant passes to Magician. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outside Bogdanovich. Now Sexton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Magician. Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
What agility there.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. Baines checked in for Clark. And Jones subbed in for John Morant.
How is that a foul?
With the foul.
In what world is
that
that
is his
a foul?
first foul of the game. Markkanen passes to Abaji. Markkanen with it. Williams looking around. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jones the pass to Magician. But in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
There's the lob to Markkanen. And it's out of bounds. They say...
You got the lead now, but watch for that hammer
you
drop.
hate to see that kind of mistake.
Memphis trailing here. Jones the pass to Magician. Shooting foul as the... It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Jazz have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Markkanen a screen on Baines. Here's Williams. Markkanen dishes to Williams. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That shot misses. And Memphis the other way now. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the call on... So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Magician's checked in for Steven Adams. Clark comes in for Tillman. Jackson, he's checked in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Utah also making some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Bogdanovich. Sexton comes in for Williams. And it's Mike Conley in for Butler. So on the floor for Utah, they got Sexton. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Conley, and it's Abaji in at the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Magic was sensational. He scored 45 points and was his usual self at the defensive end, too. A lot of block shots, something we're accustomed to. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with a different challenge.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Sexton. The Grizzlies making the shot. Can't hit from 12. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And the pass to Magician. It's Morant in the corner. Here's the screen. Here's Magician. He's covered by Azubuike. Magician's shot is good. Magician's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Conley with it, now guarded by Magician. And that one, good.
Wow, how about the concentration from Mike Conley? Wow, that is big time.
To the inside. Here's Magician. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to come to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in. Look at the circus move.
So smooth. Dylan for Bane. So it's Utah. Now, 6-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers and start a 3-game homestand with that game. Sexton kicks to Conley. Puts up a 3. Morant with some nice D.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
Here's Abaji, guarded by Jackson. Goes back up. Here's Vanderbilt, and that'll be 2 free throws.
Worth it, MP. That one's worth it.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
You're basic, MP. You're basic.
Guard position plays right through that contact for the end one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vanderbilt with the screen. Here's Azubuike. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Out to the wing, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Here's Magician. Power it down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, this is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
Azubuike on the wing. Pass to Abaji. The Jazz with another miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Another steal. passes it to Sexton. And the rejection by Morant.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Memphis leading by 6. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Jazz working now with the first shot clock. And he gets the whistle. Second free throw, no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up.
If you drive it and ain't there, then reset. Lock out.
Checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 8. Sexton kicks to Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability. Worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb, has become a plus defender for this team.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. Butler comes in for Michael Conley.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Here's Butler. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Offensive rebound. And foul on the shots.
Yeah, easy call.
For Memphis, they haven't made a mistake at the 10.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Adams, he's checked in for Jackson. Williams, he's checked in for the Jazz. Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Agbaji. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Memphis leading by 12. Here's Magician. He's got 24. Vanderbilt with the block. Agbaji, the pass to Butler. Here's Vanderbilt. Adams defending. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Out to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Clark outside. Over Vanderbilt. No good from Clark.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
The pass to Butler. Offline with his 3.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Jazz call time. Chance to rehydrate. And so it's Memphis. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
There's some great shooters on this list, obviously.
Let's turn our attention to that first half. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Magician.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Clark is out there with Morant, and it's Magician in at the center. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. 2 free throws coming up, and they call.
Shut them down, MP.
And the
Pick
first
those
one
pockets.
And he makes both free throws.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Sexton. Down low, here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Clark, the pass to Magician. Sexton grabs the board. Jazz trail by 13. Second half rolling along now. About to play here. Shoots from 14. And the rejection by Clark. Conley feeling it out. Shoots over Morant. No good off the back of the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. They set the pick. And easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 12 in the game.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Brooks. Bogdanovich passes to Vanderbilt. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 9 points in the game so far.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now Utah, fast break. Vanderbilt the pass to Conley. And here's Azubuike. Clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson. Inside, it's tipped. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Vanderbilt. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timeout called. The Grizzlies.
And Kevin, they've been the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They host the Spurs after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And contact on the shot. Free throw good from Magician. Making a change here. Azubuike's checked in. Both free throws good from Magician. Here's Sexton. Passes to Azubuike. Back to Sexton. Conley with the screen on Clark. Outside Conley. Takes a three. And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got his 16th rebound on the night. Now, here's Morant for three. Utah with the rebound. Azubuike's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, Bogdanović continues to develop different aspects of his game. Great seeing him stick passes like that.
Bogdanović, the first thing that comes to mind is the ability to catch and shoot. But he's a guy that can also create off the bounce.
To me, he's one of the most underrated players in the game today. Bojan has the handle to create separation for a quality shot. He's tremendous on the backboards. He plays really solid defense. He works hard every single night, super competitive, just a guy you want on your side.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys.
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Morant uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant. Sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Brooks against Bogdanović. Here's Magician. He has 30. Back to Brooks. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead. Pass to Vanderbilt. Mark against Sexton. Grizzlies with the rebound. Magician's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's Tilla. Now, here's Sexton. Conley up top. Guarded by Morant. The open look here for Sexton. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last. This ends up going with. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. So on the floor for Utah. We've got Conley. Bogdanović out there with Sexton. And it's Butler. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 5 down low.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Conley against Morant. Vanderbilt kicks to Sexton. Conley dishes to Bogdanović. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Front past the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
The Grizzlies shooting straight 49% from the field. Morant passes to Magician. Holds it down hard with one hand.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Vanderbilt a screen on Bane. And it's Butler with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Magician. Outside Jackson. It's Murray.
Yeah, that's fire right there, Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Butler finds Sexton. Jazz passing it around. Bogdanovich with it. Butler on the way. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Butler. Outside, Sexton. There's the triple. And the rejection by Jackson.
Shot clock violation.
And violation. And here are the Grizzlies now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals, really pressuring those ball handlers.
Payne with it, now guarded by Bogdanovich. Butler with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Utah with a change here, too. Azubuike's checked in. And the rejection by Clark. Brooks with it. And there's the pass to Magician. Jackson, a screen on Azubuike. Magician passes to Clark. Now here's Jackson. On deep. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a opponent in harm's way. As much as you just saw him do there, glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Clark, the pass to Magician. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the play-in?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover.
Like how you're using MP, Coach. Great job.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's Azubuike. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Morant finds Clark to the inside.
Get there.
Here's Magician, banked in off the glass. Magician's got 40 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night. Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Morant against Conley. He holds up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And here's Azubuike. Excellent D there from Magician. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Azubuike, a screen on Clark. Sexton. And the rejection by Clark. Azubuike, the pass to Sexton. Clock at 4. Over Clark. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart. So
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Clark. Jones from outside. And again, Memphis no good. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the middle. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Doubled by Conley. Here's Morant. Here's Magician, and it's blocked. Conley with it, now guarded by Magician. There's the dish to Sexton. In recent years, Doris, we've really seen the Players Association stepping up and address player needs and, at the same time, global social issues.
Kevin, it's been absolutely inspiring to see the players use the tools they have at their advantage and their disposal. They want to create needed change, represent themselves, their communities, their organizations. Leadership at its absolute finest.
Jones, the best in the gym, and the call on the shot that sends him to the...
Solid work, ref, solid!
That free throw good from Magician on the green. Jaren Jackson comes in for Tillman, and it's Clark in for Jones. Here's Sexton. He kicks it to Conley. Pass to Vanderbilt. Bogdanovich against Brooks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks. Baines checked in for Clark. And Jones subbed in for Morant. The Jazz also changing it up. Butler comes in for Colin Sexton. And it's Williams in for Mike Conley. Plays it up and banks it in. Magician's got 48.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Magician. There's the drive. The rebound by the Jazz. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound in this one. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. The Jazz working the ball around now with the fadeaway. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Here's Magician. Shooting foul as the whistle.
Excellent D, guys. Let's go.
And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Williams with a clean look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That free throw good from Magician. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the inside, a steal. Passes it to Jones. Outside Williams. Here's Magician. He's covered by Azubuike.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Memphis.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Magician.
What you love about his performance is that he is safe.
Shooting two.
First one falls for. And the free throw is good from Magician. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. A crossover, rips it home after the terrific move.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Back to Williams. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ilyasova out there with LeBron James, and then it's Little General, and there's Bryant, and it's Beverly in at the 2 spot. Now here's McCollum. Fires for 3. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Here's Little General. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Ingram. He had 27 points last game. Second shot opportunity. Great D that time from James. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers. Here's Little General. Hits it from 3-point range. Little General's got 7 points in the game.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Right here's a classic NBA. Or the Lakers.
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years, and I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. Williamson looking it over. Jones for 3.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Little General, covered by Williamson. James, a screen on Williamson. Little General, the pass to LeBron. Up and in on the layup.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McCollum passes to Valanciunas. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
LeBron with a screen on McCollum. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now that looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Williamson gets it to go.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Jones against LeBron. Passes it to McCollum. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA. But that was not the case with Herbert Jones.
Yeah, Herb started his 2nd game in the league, and for a 2nd-round pick to make that immediate of an impact is pretty rare in the NBA. He did play all 4 years of college ball, but he came in the NBA ready to rock.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Ingram outside. Here's Williamson. Rebound the Lakers. Little General's got 4 rebounds in this game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them.
Robert? Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook out there with Little General. Then there's Khem Birch. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Reeves in at the 3 spot. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here.
Times haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Larry Nance. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ingram kicks to Murphy. Going inside, and then Murphy with the dunk.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Alvarado passes to Murphy. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Into the lane. Here's Hayes. And he gets the bucket. Hayes has got 8 points. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Yeah, how many times have we seen Westbrook way up like that with the poster shot? He's just doing what simply other people cannot.
The pass to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Murphy. No good. The Lakers go the other way with it. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Bounce pass Ingram. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Alvarado's got his second bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Floats it up for James. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how fast was LeBron James off the roll there to the rim?
Pass to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. Covered by Birch. And it's blocked. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Little General. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The kick out to Westbrook. Down low. Here's Little General. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
A shot's good from Hayes. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Little General in the last game against Indiana was terrific. He scored an amazing number of points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Ingram comes with the double team, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Cam Birch, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Little General. Here he goes.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's McCollum. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. And I also want to announce our Performer of the Month. After careful... And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Lakers. And that concludes...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Little General in this one.
Definitely. Been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Pelicans trail by 20. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Brandon Ingram's out there with McCollum, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. McCollum, no good.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
McCollum finds Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Ingram. The Lakers with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
That one goes. Count it. 21 points for Little General.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
LA has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Little General's got 24.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Little General the pass to Ilyasova. And they call the foul, so he's got... .23 seconds left in the third. Pass to Valanciunas. And here is Ingram. Stolen away. Here's Reeves. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
And so it's the line. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got the Little General. Jones is out there with LeBron James, and it's Reeves in at the 2 guard. Here's Little General. He's covered by Daniels. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And contact on the shot. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And Marshall kicks to Daniels. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Nance. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on it.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Toscano Anderson's checked in. Here's Daniels, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Little General. He's covered by Daniels. Nance comes with the double team to the left side wing. Toscano Anderson for three. Drops in the tray.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Daniels dishes to Nance. Hernan Gomez passes to Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Little General, the pass to Reeves. From the arc. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And they recover it. Here's Daniels. And the layup is good. Daniels has got 6 points in the quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
A nice shot by Little General. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bradley, no one around him. And he's good on the three ball. Bradley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Little General.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just...
And yep, another basket.
And once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he is moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Daniels. The rebound by Little General.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Tries it from 19. No good on that one. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.